Hello, how are you doing? This is Miho from Canada. How are you guys doing mentally and physically? I hope things are good and fit. So today I'd like to talk about why I keep talking about mindset or transformations and live really good life. Because I was the one who literally was living in a negative world, and I always blamed others and outside. And I always thought, because of that person, because of this situation, because the way I brought up, the way my life is, the way it is. And I always thought that people who are happy, successful, and rich had a privilege. Some do, but not all of them. But I thought they had their own life all planned out nicely. They were born under just privileged star or the families, and I have nothing to do with that. I had to live my own miserable life, and I'm gonna really dig into my miserable life, and just never gets better, because the way it is happening everyday life, was I worried about what people think of me. I had no confidence, no self-esteem, I had no worth, and I was always scared of doing things because what people judge me, being criticized. I was so afraid of people will think of me. All those tons of things that was really hanging around me. And I thought that was all me. And then I realized over the years, because I just fed up with it. I had a bad experience, a lot of bad experience, and I had a really bad relationship with my parents, my own parents, and it just never got better. It's even gone worse. And it really makes your whole day bad. It affects your mood, affects your day, affects your performance. And I just didn't want to be in that state, but I didn't know how to get out of it. So I spent so much time, so much money, so much effort to figure out what's going on in its life. Is this destined? For everyone has a destiny. And so am I destined to be doom and zoomed, I never get out of this bad situations or so-called bad life? So I started to really invest myself and literally try to figure out what's the truth. So I'm really big on the mindset, and I'm big on to live who you really are, because if you don't, all the techniques, all the thoughts, all the mindset, it really don't work for you, because you're not aligned with yourself. And to do that, you need to get rid of all kinds of negative thoughts and the blocks, anything that's stopping you. So when you start doing that, you really start to align yourself. That means your life gets so much easier, so much pleasurable and joyful. You feel happy no matter what state you're in, because you know how to really stay in a good state. And so that you start to really like yourself, because before you hated yourself because the way you do things, or people being looking at you, being judged, but you're more focused on yourself, or you start really discovering what's possible, what's potential. So you really start to liking yourself. And then you start to really expand. You start challenging things, because you think, okay, it would be so, adventurous to explore. Whereas before, I was so timid and didn't even want to go there to explore. And then your whole life start to move around really smoothly. Before, everything had problem, everything had issues. You're almost inviting everything that goes wrong with something you're trying to do. And then your luck gets so much better, and you have more intuitions and gut feelings and all that support that you start to feel and start to catch more. It's always there. Mind you, you just didn't know, or you just didn't have enough room in yourself because you're so full of your anxieties and worries, so you couldn't really have the room to catch those good messages. But it's always been there, and you start to really catch those. Your antenna gets sharper, and overall you really get really good luck, and you see in your life, and it just totally moves you and shifts you to the different dimensions almost. And it is true that when you understand all the universal laws and really applies to this planet, and it really elevates your lifestyle, elevates your thoughts and conscious too. So I'm really big on those mindset and consciousness and being yourself, being authentic you, just because I had such a terrible struggling time as well. And next video I'm gonna talk more detail how I found out the way out. And everyone has a beautiful soul, beautiful things inside. You just need to find that out, or just even notice it's there. And it's not just because that person is better, that person is not good. We are all equal, literally equal. It's just the way they operate the life makes it look different, and you put yourself below from other people because you think they are much better, but it's not really. You are wonderful as equally as those people. You've been separating yourself from others so that you can experience a low frequency, low conscious level experience. But now you've done that, you've been through it, it's ready for you to discover what's out there. Put your conscious level up, and you start to see the different almost dimension of the world, and it's really stunning, and it's just lots to explore, lots to acquire, and your life gets so much better and much lighter, and all those problems or issues that you thought that it covered your life, it's gonna lift, it's gonna go away, and you can really focusing on yourself much more, and more happier, the happier and a better state of mind that you have, and keep having it. So see you soon. I will talk more in detail in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye. Have a great day.